Welcome back, my name is Dan, and if you like this video and want to see more like it, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you want to catch me live, I do stream over on Twitch. Head over to twitch.tv/betweenthebricks. Big shout out to LEGO for sending me this set early so I can review it for you guys. Thank you very much to LEGO. It is the Ideas set number 37, the Fender Stratocaster. So here's what you need to know. The Fender Stratocaster will be available from October 1st, 2021. It will be 160 Australian dollars. I'm picking it's going to be 180 or even 199 New Zealand dollars. I am hoping for the 180. It will also cost 99 euro and 99 USD. So without further ado, let's dive on in and take a look. We'll start with the guitar stand here, and you can see that it is pretty basic, but it does do the job. The guitar sits in here quite nicely, and the back does rest here between these two ingot pieces to stop it from sliding side to side. And as you can see there, it will fold up when you don't need to use it. As you can see, it does come with a custom strap, but for the sake of the review I'm actually going to remove this because it does flop around a little bit and makes a little bit of noise, so I'm just going to pop that off and have a good look at the strap itself. It is made with the same material as the capes, I think, so do be careful not to crease it because I don't know if the creases would be easy to come out or not. You can see here on the end you have the Fender logo and some printing to represent the strap. You get these nice Lego brick patterns all the way along, and also more Fender logos there right down to the other end where you have the same kind of printing. On the reverse side it is just black, so nothing to see on the reverse, but there you go, you can see it in its full length there, and just, you know, really nice piece to add to the collection. So the guitar itself is a really cool build and I really enjoyed it. One of the key features here is you can choose as to whether you want a black or a red one, and Mrs. BTB chose red, so red it is for the review. But as you can see here, there are enough parts to make a black one as well as the red one. Now you can only do one at a time, clearly. There is a little bit of disassembly required to be able to switch them over. It's not just a straight in and out for the neck and fretboards and stuff. You do need to disassemble just a little bit, and you can switch it over relatively easily. Some of my favorite features on the guitar here are the actual strings themselves are a new color for this particular string, and length if I'm not mistaken. These pieces underneath here are in fact printed, and as you can see the fretboards here, they are also printed as well. This Fender logo just here is actually a print on this slope. It is upside down compared to the slope, but it is a print nonetheless. And if we flip it over, this here is a sticker. It's one of 3 stickers in the set if I'm not mistaken, and the back side of it is just covered over with these 2 plates here. And of course you can see the shape of the guitar is very, very reminiscent of a Fender. As you can see down here you have the control arm. I'm not quite sure what all the other parts of the guitar are, I'm not a musician. It also comes with a tube here which can plug into the guitar, which represents the electric cable that plugs into the amp. This part of the guitar is really cleverly built. There's a lot of sideways building and snot and other methods to be able to get the shape that is required. However, there's only one connection point here, so when tightening the strings you do need to be a little bit careful because if you over tighten them, the strings will either pop off, come out of alignment, or just twist the whole piece around here. So just be gentle with that. Remember, it's a display piece, not a play piece, so you know that kind of forgiveness is required. You can see here that it does have the tuning keys on top there, and you can in fact sort of tighten the strings a little bit if you just rotate the studs very carefully. One thing I have noticed though is the strings don't quite line up along the fretboards. That could just be me and the way that I have built it. It may well improve if you play around with it a little bit, but there is a bit of slack in them, so to speak, so they don't sit perfectly. But again, I think they've done a really good job of representation of the guitar, and I can forgive the strings not sitting perfectly. I'm sure I'd be able to get them to look a little better if I just adjusted things ever so slightly. Now the amp is something else. This is amazing. It does come with a foot pedal as well, so I'm just going to unplug the foot pedal for the sake of the review, and we'll just have a quick look at that. You can see it's a pretty basic build. It has another one of these rubber tubes there to indicate the cabling. It's a double foot pedal and pretty basic, but it does the job, and you can definitely tell what it's meant to be. The amp itself is just really cool. This was probably one of my favorite parts of the build itself, just because there's a lot more detail in here than you can see on the front. Obviously you've got the nice grill pattern here to represent the mesh on the front of a real amp. You have the Fender logo here, which is a sticker. You have all of these sort of Baiocchi eyes in light blue grey, which are meant to represent I guess adjustment knobs. You have a little crystal here meant to represent the on-off light, and this one here is also a sticker onto this tile too. Now the best part about the amp is all on the inside. You can take this lid off the top, which just sits there, and you can see inside what I imagine to be all of the electronic components for a circuit board of some description. And it doesn't stop there. If we turn the amp around and have a look in the back, you get a little bit of a sneak peek of what you can see. But if we just remove this panel and this panel, which is relatively easy, so in the back here is where you see all the real detail. You can see that there's the speaker in there. It looks like they have some fuses up here. You've got the left and right matched with the left and right down the bottom there, white and red, whatever you want to call it. There's a date on here, I think, meant to be the serial number, but it's actually 0406-2020. So I'm not sure what that date represents. If you do know, please do comment below and let me know. But I really love this speaker build here, and you can see that uses a large dish, and then there's just some building on the top of it, and finished off with these gold pieces to represent the speaker cone itself. A really clever build in the back here. Really like it. I love how they've used these cable pieces here to represent the wiring and stuff, and I just think it just brings it up to that next level. You know, it's one of those things that from the front it looks like an amp, you know, it's a speaker, what is there, but you know, it's when you look at the back and the bit on the top where you see, you know, just how much detail has gone into it, which just, in my opinion, increases the enjoyment of the build itself, because you're building these little things that do get tucked away, but it does make the building experience a lot more enjoyable. Apart from the stickers that I've shown you in the set, this one here also comes with it, and there is nowhere for it on the guitar or the amp according to the instructions, so I'm assuming that this is just for the fans, so you know, grab this sticker and enjoy it. The one thing I love about the Ideas instruction books is that there's always a bit of information inside about the subject material and the fan designer, so make sure you take the time to check it out and have a read of this stuff here, because you know, there's some really cool information and stuff that's available in these instruction books. Now there are a bunch of spare parts with this set, however not all of them are spares. These quarter round tiles here are meant to represent guitar pick, and you choose which one that you want, and you can actually tuck it up underneath the strings on the fretboards, which is a really cool touch as well. So there you go, those are my thoughts on the Fender Stratocaster. I really enjoyed the build. I think it looks great on display, and if you like it, please do comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, keep building, and I'll catch you on the next one.